I am not a medical expert in any way, shape, or form. Please consult the necessary professionals, and this is for your entertainment purposes only regarding my journey. Thanks.
Well, here I am, back to the beginning with carnivore. I was on carnivore for 9 months, complete strict carnivore, okay, and lost 70 pounds. Felt absolutely fantastic, just phenomenal. But for me, that sugar crept back in, my nemesis, my addiction, sugar. And I've got a couple videos talking about the benefits that I had under carnivore and how I slipped back down to sugar. So it's been a whole year that I regained. I had dropped from 220 to 150, and now I'm back to 215 basically. So almost full circle back. And for the last year, it's taken me that long of going back and forth trying to get back on carnivore. I did it for a week, I did it for 2 months, and I did it for a week, these sporadic things, because it's just back to the basics. I think the point of this video is that even if you are dedicated and on carnivore, your cravings never go away. It is just like any other addiction. You just think about it all the time. At least for me. You think about that sugar or the carbs all the time. It doesn't help even after 9 months of being on carnivore. I thought for sure I would be okay after 9 months. So I think that at the end of the day, you say it's a lifestyle change. Okay. But if you are predisposed to those impulses that overtake you, boy, even a lifestyle change just still doesn't do it, because you would think after 9 months I would have been, free and clear. So for the past year, I keep going back and forth trying to get back to carnivore, and it just keeps fighting back on me. So here we are, and I'm going to try and document. I thought maybe if I document it, it'll help me stay true to the cause, so to speak. So I'm starting out here, and I went 1 day so far with no carbs, and then I broke down and had some pizza. Well, here's part of the problem. Part of the problem is I'm a full-time caregiver for my 100-year-old mother, and I also take care of my grandson every day for 8-9 hours. So I feed him, sometimes breakfast, lunch, and I made him pizza the other day for lunch. And of course, how could I resist homemade pizza? And I couldn't resist eating a bunch of it myself. And then we had some chips around, that type of thing, and I just couldn't quite stop. I haven't had any sugar for, 4 days. Wow. But I'm hoping now today to finally turn the corner here. I give myself a little bit of leeway to maybe wean myself off from the carbs by having that little bit of a lot of pizza. And so I'm hoping maybe weaning myself off this time a little bit, rather than going cold turkey. And I stopped drinking too again, because I picked up the drinking in the past year and all the carbs. And it's very disappointing. If you look at some of my videos talking about how much weight I lost and how great I felt, it's just devastating to me that I let myself go again. Now, part of it is because I'm caring for my 100-year-old mother. I feel that part of it occurred at the end of the year. Last year, she had some problems. We all did. She and I had some problems. This big stomach flu went around, and she had to be hospitalized. And it seemed to take another notch down for her. And I think psychologically, it was just another kind of blow to me, like, not a blow, but another just nick in the arm, or I'm kind of a shut-in basically. Because of her, I don't go anywhere, I don't do anything, I don't go out, I haven't been out to a restaurant in years, because I've been taking care of her now for 6 years. So I blame part of that because I'm around food all the time, especially taking care of my grandson. There's always some carbs there, of course, because I'm not going to try and, well, his parents wouldn't want me to make him a carnivore. And of course, my mother, I can't, she's not going to, carnivore diet's not in her realm. So here's all this food around all the time, and it's just there. I have a good friend, my best friend. He was asking me about the carnivore diet, wanted to get on it. He actually was the first one to do Atkins. He did it for about a week, way back. I'm talking 25 years ago, and I thought he was crazy. And then eventually I did Atkins, and now I did the carnivore, and he saw me, and the weight I lost was fascinating to him. I told him about all the health benefits, and he travels a lot. He's always on the road, and didn't feel that that would work. It just wouldn't. He just couldn't do carnivore on the road. Whereas I feel it's more impossible to do at home. I guess the grass is always greener on the other side. I think if I were traveling and on the go all the time, I could easily make carnivore much more easily make carnivore work. I could have an egg a couple times a day if I needed to, a steak, and I feel like I would be more contained that way. But I guess it just depends on the circumstance you're in. I guess we always make excuses for wherever we are, but it is much harder when things are in the house, and I may be just kind of bored, waiting in between, doing whatever I need to do for my mother or my grandson, and then you just start eating because it's the only pleasure I get in life anymore. I need those dopamine hits. So we'll see if I can get back on track here. I'll try and do a video with my progression. When I did this, when I did the 9-month stint, in the first 34 days I lost 20 pounds, just like that. And then it just burned off 10 pounds, I think, the months after. So probably around 6 months I was over 50 pounds. You'd have to go back and look at the videos, but it was phenomenal. So I'm going to see if I can, maybe by documenting this and holding myself accountable, I'll have success again. And I think if I can do a comparison here, I should do a comparison of my face and just how fat my hands are, how fat my face is, how fat I am overall compared to when I was carnivore.
So here's the painful comparison. Remember, these YouTube channels in this space, I believe, are mostly for support, so be kind. And please like and comment and subscribe. Thanks.